Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. The receiver's telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass. It's Card. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting... You're under pressure, you don't have timing, and as a result now, 4th down.
The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. Still on his feet. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wasting no time taking a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got some room to run. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, partner.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Rides to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Law. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
To the air, it's Milroe. He wants to take the top off. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Into the house. Touchdown Tide.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Card. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The throw. He's got it down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to throw, it's Card. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Purdue! What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. He'll take another shot here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
To the ground with the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Card. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Purdue 14, Alabama 7.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half.
To kick this one away.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter. Afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, looking to throw. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here.